Well, the liberals are sucking some more crowfoot as they keep showing their own bigotry by falsely accusing Republicans of bigotry. We conservatives of color get a lot of love in the Republican Party, and the liberals hate it as they flare up like a hot case of herpes.
I think what's happening. Propaganda.
Now check this out. It would be an insult to me and other conservative compatriots of color if people were giving us favor just because we're black. Just like it's not cool to be treated negatively for skin color, it's not cool to be treated special either because of it. We don't need to be pandered to or showcased.
And it's not because we're better than anybody else, it's because we are everyone else.
Was that like CGI? He looked black, didn't he? What's up with that?
Now, of course, the Republican Party is swinging back, and they are more vocal about the multiple ethnicities that make up the Republican Party, which is good. They should be. But this is due to being put on the defensive by the Democrat Party, who tries to make people prejudiced against the Republican Party by saying that they only allow white people. But the only ones who don't allow non-whites to go into the Republican Party are liberals. Dissenters get cursed by liberals for doing so. If the Republican Party really hated me for my skin color, then there is nothing I could say that could make them have anything to do with me. And if these racist Republicans are still showing me favor despite supposedly hating my ethnicity, then that must mean they're honoring that dream that a certain Martin Luther King had. And despite my ethnicity, I must be saying some real good stuff for them to listen to what I have to say instead of being so focused on hating my ethnicity. Then there's the liberals that are angry with Bebe Winans. Bebe Winans ain't gonna get on easy street for singing at the Republican National Convention. He's already well off and a well-known singer. But the liberals accuse him of selling out. No, he risked losing fans. He risked being hated. What do you think he was saying to himself? Oh, goody, I'm gonna do this gig at the convention and I'm gonna be set for life. And this is what cracks me up about liberals and Afrocentrics. They're so ready to accuse somebody for doing something for the money. I've seen Bebe get called a whore and a sellout when he did the gig for free. You liberals have a really sick problem with falsely accusing people, and the only ones trying to punish Bebe for even thinking he's free to sing wherever he wants are liberal Democrats. Or they'll say he's just trying to boost his sales for his CD. Oh my God, that's so evil. He wants to sell his music. Then, of course, when we prove to the liberals that the Republican Party is not void of multiple ethnicities, they cop out and say the Republican Party is just using us. What? Oh, the Democrats don't really use people? Now, y'all know that Bebe is a guy who loves God a little bit, right? And if Bebe is moving away from the Democrat Party, I'm sure it's because of too much of these kind of sentiments within the Democrat Party.
But more to what I want to talk about, I mean, two main points. You know, he loves this line of our rights come from God and nature, which is so offensive to so much of America, because for black people, Hispanic people, and women, our rights do not come from God or nature. They were not recognized by the natural order of America. They come from the government and from legislation that happens in relatively recent history in America. So that line just bothers me to my core.
Black people, Hispanic people, namely my Christian black and Hispanic people and Catholics. Really? You're gonna let this dude tell you that the government is the one who grants you your rights and not God? That government has the power to give what only God can give you? The same government that the black community has been so angry at for denying civil rights? And that would be Democrats, and hopefully more and more they'll start to realize that, is the government that gives us our rights? Black people, come on, people of color and women, come on, Most of the black community is God-fearing. But Touré scoffs at the idea that our rights come from God, not government, and I stand by the truth that our rights come from God, not government, but I'm the so-called Uncle Tom, but Touré's okay? Black people, come on, I'm Alfonso Rachel with ZoNation, where liberal losers could be real winners with their racist game of Negro spotting. We're mighty multi-ethnic up in here, and it ain't forced. It just is. And thanks again, liberals, for proving again that you're the racist and we're not, and that there are multiple ethnicities within the Republican Party. Kind of hard to play a rousing game of Negro spotting if there's no Negroes to spot, right? Like a hot case of herpes.